Have you eaten yet?
Yes, it was very good.
I did. I'm glad you enjoyed it. You look like something the cat...
What's that dog you have here?
Don't you remember him? It's Mart, the butcher's dog from...
Ah, of course. When I went back to bury a faithful dog.
When we carted you here, we took Mutt along too.
How's he doing?
A lot better now. I slipped him something good now and again when Uncle wasn't looking.
He won't starve to death then. What does the miller have to say about it?
He can't stand him.
How's that?
Every time he sees him, he starts shouting that he's a useless mouth to feed and that'll skin him.
Gee.
And it didn't even soften his heart when Mutt brought a hare from the woods. He was happy to eat it, but it didn't change his mind.
I could have a word with him.
That would be a waste.
Does he obey you?
Me? Not much. He's got a mind of his own, and I'm just not strict.
Ah, spoiled.
No, he just hasn't learned many commands.
How long has he been with you?
More or less since we came here. He runs off now and again, but sometimes I don't see him all day. I think he likes to go wandering.
So he's doing quite well.
Yeah. I'd keep him, but... He reminds... I don't want to think about Scarlet. So... I thought maybe you might take him with you.
Me?
I'm sure the two of you would get on great. He's a handsome fella and...
But we never had a dog at the smithy. We never needed one.
Come on. He's...
All right. I'll take him.
Thanks, Henry. Go and get him then. He's sniffing around somewhere here.
My name's Henry.
My name's Peshek, and talking of you being at while you were lying here, that
I see.
you won't pay for... If you prove
Well, what would you need from me?
a trifle.
That sounds straightforward.
Oh, don't worry. It's just a job like any other, only this one...
No honourable man should touch them.
Did you expect I'd give you a hoe and send you out to the fields? You...
I was prepared for just a...
Listen, it's about this ring my mate Wojciech.
Jesus Christ. You want me to dig up a corpse?
Money first. It's still a human body, only it's missing a soul.
I think I've already heard...
Watch your mouth, boy. If there's any problem, come and see me. And here's something on the side to make you dig better.
Thanks. I'll need it. I can't...
Oh, and watch out for the... May the Lord watch over you. Halt! Who are you and where are you going?
I'm Henry, son of the Skalitz blacksmith. I'm going to see my liege, Sir Radzig Kabila of Dvoyets.
Of course you are, lad. And I'm the Pope.
I may not look the part, but I know about honour and duty. And mine is to tell Sir Radzig what happened to...
All right, then. Go ahead.
Good God. What happened to your clothes? If you were robbed, you should... Good luck, then.
Hal, what are you doing here? I took you for dead.
Oh, it's a long story. But what about you?
You wouldn't believe it. A frightful storm broke that night, and Sigismund's heathens ran back today. They never dreamed Sir Radzig would use the storm as cover for our escape. In the morning, when those bandits attacked, all they found was an empty castle with an old goat inside.
So do I.
Could that be the smith's son, Hal?
On my soul, it is him. What are you doing here, lad?
Bandits attacked me in Skalitz.
And why, for God's sake, did you go back there? Who else but cutthroats and bandits did you expect to find?
I needed to bury my parents.
Oh, I see. Your father fought like a lion.
He saved my life.
And not just yours. He was a good man, and you...
I didn't even manage that. I failed to save him.
And just what could you have done at Skalitz? If you tried to fight, the both of you will be dead.
You're right. And just what he...
I'm going to speak with Sir Radzig.
He's in the palace with Sir Hanush of Ratai. They're feasting in the Knight's Hall. What do you want?
My father made him a sword.
I don't see any sword.
No. Bandits attacked me and stole it. I need...
Of course you are, Hal. Good luck.
Thanks.
God be with you. Take care now.
Bread baked just this morning. Bread!
Garlic, carrots, beetroot, onions, all that grows in the ground. Fresh. Come right up. Carrots that'll make you and your family.
Jesus Christ be praised. God be with you.
Asparagus for taste and prunes for what ails you. Try them.
Bread! Bread!
Good afternoon.
May the Lord watch you.
What do you need?
This time I'm looking for something else. That's it then.
You there.
Do you want something? What the?
Hey,
Look out.
Your Graces, I have to tell you in all seriousness that this land of ours is in the shit. Deep fucking shit. Don't you agree?
I might not have put it as eloquently as you, Hanush, but I've been driven out of my own castle, so I'm hardly going to disagree.
Indeed. But Pilchstein is yours for as long as you need it. There's room enough for your men and you here at Rattay, and I'm sure my ward won't have any objection to me lending you his castle.
I'd be honoured. Pechstein is at your disposal as long as you wish, Your Grace.
Just as well you have another castle at the other end of town, eh? At any rate, I'm beholden to you, Sir Hans, and to you, Sir Hanush.
I don't like to speak ill of your people, Sir Radzig, but, well, there's no love lost between the townsfolk and the refugees. There's been talk of criminality.
No, they'll have to get used to it until the situation's resolved.
But when will it be resolved? And what on God's earth is this war even about? I won't lie, sir. I don't understand it.
You aren't alone, Father. I believe Sigismund's original intention was to persuade Wenceslas to accept the imperial crown and to leave the rule of Bohemia to him.
Who could blame him? I know Wenceslas is a friend of yours, Radzig, but even you have to admit he brought it upon himself.
I can't deny the king neglected affairs of state for other pursuits. There is a need for order in the land, but I don't think the lords who sided with Sigismund realized just what Hungarian order looks like.
Hungarian order?
What concerns me, sir, is how a good Christian could resort to such brutality.
To give him his due, I don't think he expected the lords of this country to stand behind the king. But thanks to him, we're tearing ourselves apart, and now he has to get things under control.
But why in God's name does he have to use those barbarians?
Money is the root of all evil, young sir. Wars are costly, and this one has dragged on for a year. Sigismund ran out of coin for knights, so he recruited those whore sons that settled in Hungary. The less he pays, the more they make up for it with plunder.
That's why he attacked us. He was after our silver.
What are you doing? You've no business here. Clear off.
Wait, it's Henry. Henry, who disappeared after I clearly ordered him to remain at Townburg.
I'm sorry, sir, but I had to bury my parents.
Had to? Do you think you were the only man who lost someone there? But the others listened to their lord.
And it wasn't just your own life you nearly threw away. So Robard and his men risked theirs to save you.
I'm sorry, but I had to.
Oh, there you go. When you have to, Radzig.
Your father was a remarkable man, and your mother, she was remarkable too. They deserved a Christian burial. Did you manage that at least?
No. I was attacked by thieves. I wouldn't be here now if it wasn't for that girl.
Girl?
The miller's daughter, Teresa.
The miller's daughter saved you from the footpads? Well, there's a tale to tell your children.
I owe her my life. She distracted them and then brought me to Rattay. But without Sir Robard, we'd both be dead.
Oh, that's what I call a good woman. Hang on to that one, lad.
Still, it's a great shame your parents are buried in unconsecrated ground. That means purgatory for them.
Be quiet, Friar. I didn't invite you here to eat me out of house and home and deliver a sermon while you were doing it.
If you're so concerned, Father, maybe you should save the innocent souls of these fine Christians yourself. Go to Skalitz and consecrate their graves. I assure you, if you're killed by bandits, your soul will soar straight to heaven, as long as someone buries you in consecrated ground first.
If there's anything left to bury, that plump carcass of yours would be quite a feast for the wolves and the crows. And one skeleton looks much like another, so how would we know which were your ordained bones or those of Sigismund's Tartars?
Be that as it may, why have you come here?
I must get your sword back.
Sword? My sword hangs here at my side.
No, the sword my father forged for you. One of those thieves stole it from me.
They almost killed him and he already wants to go back.
Takes after his father, I suppose. Lad, I've lost a castle, a village, silver mines, and a good half of my subjects. Why would I miss one sword?
Because it's the last one my father forged, and I promised him I'd deliver it to you.
I understand. I'd feel the same way. But prudence is the better part of valor, and a dead man keeps no promises.
Aye. The woman had to save his fat from the fire, and now he wants revenge. What kind of fool are you, boy?
He's no fool. Henry, but you need training, arms, a horse. Or do you mean to beat this thief at dice?
No, sir. Please, take me into your service and give me the chance to learn these things.
The gall of him. Fled from the enemy, disobeyed your orders, duped Sir Divish, lost your sword, put Sir Robard in danger with his actions, and now he wants a promotion.
Sir Capon's right.
What you say is certainly true, except for fleeing the enemy. You would have run as well, believe me. Henry's earned some punishment, but how do you punish someone who's already lost everything, Courage and blind obedience are good qualities for a soldier, but a wise man also appreciates loyalty, perseverance, and determination. Besides, that was a fine sword that his father made. If he thinks he can get it back, I won't turn it down.
My lord, he's a peasant. You can't make a squire of a peasant.
Why not? Someone made a priest of a pig.
He isn't a peasant, Father. He's a blacksmith, and recent events have left me in need of his skills. So, you'd like to enter my service?
Sir, Yes, I would. You won't regret it.
Oh, I probably will. I'm doing this for your father, lad. Don't disappoint me.
Oh, fortune has finally smiled on you today, lad. Make the most of it.
Now that I think about it, Sir Hanush, the boy needs training and experience, and you need spear carriers.
That's true. The bailiff is always complaining about your people making trouble in the camp. Maybe one of their own among the guard might help.
It might. In any event, it will prove valuable experience.
But let's be clear. You're the one paying him. Captain Bernard, see to his training, and then send him to the bailiff.
Yes, sir.
And don't spare him.
You can rely on it, sir.
Don't forget, Henry. Don't disappoint me.
I won't, my lord. I could do with a bite to eat.
Good day to you.
And another thing.
Thanks.
Take care now.
God be with you.
How does life in Rat...
I suppose it was kind of them to take us in, but then they just left. Good luck to you.
Good evening. Goodbye.
Ah!
Hey!
This is a bit awkward, but recently you buried a convict, and this convict was a family man.
Children, you say? You're right, I do have the ring. But actually...
I see you survived.
Aren't you observant? Ah, leave me be. I want to sleep. Ah, shit. Sod off.
God.
Good health to you.
God be with you.
Good day to you. What do you need?
Do you know if there's anyone around here who could use...
Could be. Berthold, our local gamekeeper, was looking for help with something a while back. Oh, and another... Sir Anish is convening the Rat's Eye tourney again at the Upper Car. You can still enroll tomorrow.
Do you know if there's any...
I went to the edge of the trees and
They were attacking.
I only saw the start of it.
God be with you, good sir.
Can you help me with training my...
Certainly.
I'd like to practice...
All right, but it'll...
Maybe another time.
Good luck to you.
Any work for me here by...
That depends.
What?
I said, how's your hearing?
It's perfectly fine. You don't have to scream at me.
Because there is this one little job going. But I need someone who knows the area well.
I ought to be able to handle that.
Fine. So here's the problem. My friend is a birder, and he left a few rare nightingales. They're good to trade. Rich gentlemen hang them caged up in their chambers.
I see.
The trouble is, the nightingales are gone. I don't know how, but...
Hang on, surely you're not asking...
Not exactly. Their wings are clipped, so they won't be far, and the watchman in the tower told me they headed off toward Vrat. I have traps prepared. It should be easy.
Fine, but how will I...
I hear they like pine woods, and there's a pine-covered hill just before Vranik.
Right. A bloody...
That's just why you need to listen out. They kept twittering away the whole time they were here.
I can't wait.
It went something like this.
What? People keep birds like that in their houses? It's like the sound of cat...
You know how it is.
Can you repeat that?
Of course. Remember it now?
Yes, I'll remember.
Right. Here are the traps. Don't forget, once you hear a nightingale, set a trap nearby.
I'll do that.
God be with you.
I'll be with you. I'll be with you.
Can we do something about the price?
Sure. Saying how, aren't you?
Who's there?
Hey, you! Halt! Surrender! You've committed a violation. You're under arrest.
Ah, shit!
You've been lurking around where you don't belong and ignoring war. Well, you won't forget this.
Oh, come on, my friend.
Sure. And you think that makes you...
I can't pay that.
You still have to pay the penalty.
Jail it is then.
Just the accommodation.
Could do with a bite to eat.